Williams broadcast Nange Williams. Welcome everyone of you who is watching. Thank you very much. We appreciate you every time, each and every moment you be with us on this channel. Williams broadcast, of course, developments and updates about the story that is moving around about the two once lovebirds. Lovebirds, that is Shamim Malende and the husband, should we say now, the former husband, once who was a husband, a partner, just name it. One of the Williams and Williams broadcast today said developments, of course, updates. Omanyi story involving women and ladies, or for that matter. Emotions build up, get up, and ojokusanga nga bowuliriza Princess Mimi, bowuliriza Nasolo, Monica sinamuuliza mukwano Monica, buli bwe sikuwuliza kimanyi obeera busy naye munnange nze munno ino kunoonyako, so emotions zibeera waggulu naye nga of course on a serious note story weri ya Shamim Malende tekyasobola kudda mabega, development yazze omwami we byayogedde tebikyasobola kuddizibwa mabega. Normally, I talk to people who say that you, the journalists, the communicators, you keep some stuff in the news. Yeah, we don't keep them in the news. It is the staff. It is the human beings involved in those stories that keep themselves in the news. Anything that comes into the public domain, definitely, like I've always told you, it is subject to us giving comments about it, and each one of us is entitled to their own opinion. Agoberera Williams broadcast kati lero kindeese kyekyokuba nti nze ndowooza kati ki kye tuba tukola ng'eggwanga, ffe tukole ki? Kiba kirungi nnyo bw'omala okucommunicatinga abantu bali n'abeera eri n'alaba n'agamba nti kakati amaze otubuulira byonna yatubuulidde update ku Shamim Malende n'atubuulira baawe byayogedde. Kiki kye tuba tukola kati omuntu ayinza kukola atya ku kiseera nga kino? Kino ekisita kyakuzanya byabufuzi. Kazonge nkuwe update. Abakyala ebiseera bisinga nanyumizaako ne Mimi. Sagala kuteeka ku mpewo byampadde. Naye of course byabadde biri driven by emotions. Female emotions. Yanzize mbwene mbwa owange nakiba watyo. Nasolo macha na analysis ye. Nangamba, I am telling you because that money to come out to and say all that stuff ayinza okuba inakyagenda bagala kukwakanya munnabwe Mimi yangambye bgambi kakati nze nkubuulira, I am telling you if Malende wants to move on, so be it, because probably got a better person who fits her status. Bali ngambye butabi agwera. Me am a journalist now, like I told you, the more I grow older, the journalist in me is at the far front now. Lwaki bomba referring back on you because they are my source there. Bakola mu newsroom yange. Kati bwe nawuliza Mimi yayogera ne mpuliriza ne Shamim ne mpulira Nasolo opinion ye, nga ndaba there is emotions in there, and especially there is trying to protect the fence of women. Kakati nze opinion yange era nebeera bweti. Definitely close to their opinion, which I believe is driven by emotions, but for me, I'll try to be right in the middle. According to what Malende said in the first place, if I were the partner or a man, or what the man had to do, that's if was in love, even when they shared a few moments, but for them they have shared a bed or beds together for at least years. Nze ndaba ng'omwami yavuddeyo n'ayogera bingi nnyo kuba Malende ye bwe yavuddeyo yazze n'agamba kakati bannaye mbatwala mu kisogo bategeeza obulamu bwange buli matiga, kakati munne yazze munene kati akaawunti zange ne bazitwala, kati bwe bazitwala n'emmotoka zange ne bazitwala, kati simanyi nakiddako. They might even take my other social accounts I'm remaining with, because Instagram, Twitter and other accounts, because even when I tried to open up another Facebook account, it was taken. Now I am helpless, my cars are confiscated and everything. So to make matters worse, it is that person I showed you as a husband that is doing all this to me. For any lady a vulnerable lady. That to me was an okay. Me as a man, I would just come and be like, and also me, it is not about that, it is not true that Shamim Malende is, what Malende is telling you is true. It is not true actually, because now as you can see, that's the van, the super custom she's talking about that I took. The super custom has always been parking there. I've always parked it there. It's right there. The Harrier is just there. Malende, I don't know what's happening with her, but there is nothing serious that happened between us. For me, I don't know, but what she's telling you is not true. There's no any car that I took in a bad faith. I've been just using the cars. There was no more way I've been using the cars. So what he's telling you is not true. But the man came up with bitterness, even when he sounded soft. He spilled much beans on the wall, on the linen, on the political linen, on the brand, on the career of Malende. Because Malende, when Malende came and told us whatever she gave us as information, she never went so personal or too personal. So as a man, in most cases, you're expected not to act emotionally. So that's where I'll be like, it wasn't called for a man to come and give all that information, especially in the news. We, the people with cameras and microphones, are not the right people to give secrets at some point. And this point in case is when your person, even when you have challenges, there are things you'll do. No gamba, kamuleke. Naye omwami yayogedde ebintu bingi nnyo. Omwami n'atalekerawo Malende chance yonna. Yanze n'ayogera bingi nnyo, n'atugamba ye asobola n'otulaga obulwadde obutuufu obuluma Malende, n'atubuulira bwe bamobilizinga ssente, n'ayogera bingi. Byonna kati byenjogerako olwaleero biri mu public domain. Even when I choose to keep quiet, omwami, in my opinion, yatuwadde bwino mungi nnyo eyabadde unnecessary. Nga bwe kutegeeza nti byonna bye yatuwadde omwami yabituwadde biri mu public domain. Nze nga Williams kyasobola kwebuzabuza okugamba bino kansirike oba wano kansirike because it's in public domain. But I'm coming with a solution. First of all, I've given you my opinion. What should be done now? It is Williams broadcast. Now politics has to be played at all cost. First of all, if not done yet, the National Unity Platform now, for purposes of damage control and crisis management, should call Shamim Malende and the partner, sit at a table to discuss matters of progress in regards to their image and the career. Point at risks. Point the stake involved in all this. What are the challenges heading towards National Unity Platform? Singa kino kigwa bulungi nnyo. Byonna babitunuleko. Babibatunuzeemu naye nga n'ekisinga obukulu ndowooza kye balina okutunuulira nnyo oba kye bandibadde batunuulidde. Jjukira nti ebyobufuzi bino okubeera a brand, okubeera okudriving a career, abantu abamu be mulaba nga bali mu relationships, nga bafumbo, marriage, biki, abamu babeerawo for public appearance. Babeerawo. Mulabye Donald Trump ne mukyala we yali agamba nakoowa amawulire bwe nabeera mu State House nayisibwa bubi n'ebirala bampisangamu eggaali wano ne wali. Kati Donald Trump yalina okwegayirira omukyala ne batuuka okukkana era najja n'atandika okwapiaringa era ku gundi ku convention yabwe gye balina nga ba Republicans yaliwo n'abeerawo because she was a good backup for Donald Trump. Nga taliiwo kyali kijja mu kuba omuggo kyova olaba bazzukulu ba Trump bajja, mutabani we najja n'ayogera. Ebintu ebyo bikola when you're running a brand. You even as a music artist, because abamu musala nnyo kurelatinga na art oyo. Mujja kujugira nti Rihanna Fenty, as she rose up, people liked her creations the time more when she was still with Chris Brown. Later on, when they had domestic issues, up to Chris Brown hitting her, Then they broke up. Rihanna at some point rumored to have been involved with Drake later on, until when she's now giving children like nonya timu ya mupiira. Kyamukosamu nga bw'olaba ne mu Uganda awo waliwo artists b'olabanga ayina okukuuma kino olwa brand. Kati katudde ku kya Shamim Malende. National platform you know bayita. Ebe you know bayita oba tunoza a bigger picture. Even when, because I don't know, I cannot preempt. Actually, I cannot predict. Preempting means that I know, but I cannot predict what their decision is about Malende and Ruirika already. But even when the decision isn't towards giving Malende a card already, regardless the status quo, whichever way it be, whether they are willing to give Malende a card or not, still Malende remains their member, the national platform. And at this point, when a national platform is having a lot of stuff in the news, as they're trying to stamp their feet firmly on the ground, they don't need such a story. Bali abatabagaliza bajja kugiridingirako. Jukira nti fe abamawulire n'ebiseera ebisinga bwe tujja wano tugikola buli muntu atekinga ango ye. Ojja kwekanga ango n'atekinga ango ye n'ateekanga ango ye. I'm talking about professional journalists, not involving the citizen journalists. Abantu whom it may concern yakubanga bwakikoze kibwakye. But I'm talking about journalists abasobola okujja n'agezaako okukiwumba oba ne bw'aba ateekinze ango ye n'akivuga mu ngeri eri professional and objective. National platform teetaaga such a story nga bali na bino bibali mu kuyitamu already. Story eno basobola ogihandolinga ne bawogera ne Malende. Badde nkutegeeza nti bannabyabufuzi abali ku level ya Shamim Malende mu byobufuzi ebikuze baba balina okubuulirwa ebintu bingi nnyo nti ne bw'oba olina relationship eya love ceasing at some point okubeera your own. Bwe mbadde nga trainee oba nga nkola consultants for music artists, mbadde nga matunuuliza olinga bandeetera omuwala nze ngenda ku managing omuwala n'omuwala mutegeeza ne muga nti boyfriend gw'ogenda okulonda olunaku lwa leero ojja kwekanga nti manager asobola n'okupookinga his nose into your relationship because it will greatly impact or affect your performance as a music artist. Even when you're supposed to go to the studio to produce, to have new creation, to have new repertoire, you might find yourself unable to go because you're having domestic issues with your partner at home. It greatly affects negatively and positively your progress as an artist. Kati ne bano politicians baba balina okutuula era mu academy ya national platform engeri balina nti abantu abo nabo abasinga balina bamusaayi muto balina bibalaga nti olwayo ojja kwekanga nti Shamim Malende tomala gakola statement wadde gwe bugambe yange private life. It is not private, especially when it is poured into the public domain. Kati kiba kyetaaga national platform okwongera okutraining abantu bayo, but crisis management should be call Malende mutuule wansi. Bwe mutuula wansi mu agreeing ogambe Malende nti kino tokikola lwa emotions zo, tokikola lwa any intimacy feelings for your husband. Nawe omwami kibanye nti olwaleero biri bye wagamba Malende byonna nti obyagala kimanye nti kati wasinga okwetaagira. Ekisookera ddala olina okimanya nti omukyalo ono omulina naye member of parliament is a brand, is a people person. Ate naawe ego yo gikwata ogiteeke wansi, naawe ego yo gitwala ogiteeke wansi, tufune a broader picture that can progressively take us forward. Okitegedde gwe Malende ye naawe omwami okitegedde nti ye tukole n'endagaano wano. Because for example, you remember the days of Eagles production when Catherine Kusasa had an on and off mode progress with Fred Seruga. Now I'm being a journalist. So Saleko William Nasola kumanyira nnyo. I'm being a journalist now. Ebintu biri serious. Fred Seruga, at some point they had on and off, but to climax all what had transpired, what had taken place, we reached a point of sitting the two down and be like, Seruga, here is the deal. For the public to know that you guys got back together. Dr. Travis Stickers is having a story, is having good literature for you to put in the rhythm patterns and the melody. Because you're supposed to sing sonyo wabano nawe daddy, to siba busungu nawe baby, ebintu byonna bikukuumira. Wandeka wano nakaba, wandeka wano nanyiga. You remember when the song got out, we played it, we power played it, it did good damage control, it did good crisis management, which resulted into okwanjula kwa Kusasira ne Seruga. And from that kwanjula, they got a lot of revenues. Is it revenues? Money. Because abantu bateekamu ssente, nze nalaba meetings z'abaana bali bakuŋŋaanya ssente. And awo ne bafuna akalembereza balabika baddinganye munene ne babeerawo ne babeera but olw'okuba there were brands ne bafunamu akasente ne bafunamu public relations ne bafunamu shows ne bafunamu kakati ne Malende tuulako wano tereera bino ebintu Malende siriwalira muli okitegedde. If you want to push your career further than here oyina okukimanya egeyina okudda wansi okitegedde gwe Malende nti gwe naawe mwami nkubuulira ono Malende is a big brand oyina okitegeera. Is a big brand. You need her. Even when you feel yakunyiza gwe nawe Malende obono yo yakunyiza muno kimanya nti nawe oyina by'okweyongera gwe Malende ne mmotoka giwe munno okitegedde sayininga wano nti ogimuwadde munne gwamma ojja kutwala eyo Harrier ojja kutwala ne super custom giwono akolere mu campaign eyo Harrier tugikuwadde obadde oyagala TX bitu mu bigaba naawe Malende oyinamu awo miliyoni nga 2 ziwono munne okitegedde ye musukulu kukanya mukanye kati okitegedde bannaye mujjeweza feeling ono mukazi bogira kazo na ayina kyategeeza mu bulamu bwo kubanga nange kubuulira nsiko nawe Malende kibi mazima ga Katonda temuyingira into why they separated but you can try to kutakula kukajina ako mulabe what happened kati oyo teyangamba nze sibigula bina omwana oyo nangamba sibigula bina tewangamba siri mugogofu nongamba siri mugogofu lwaki ongamba siri mugogofu bannange kyetala then ku kitebe ku lwokubiri bannange waiso omufumbiro banyi oyo mumanyi mundu menye. Ladies and gentlemen, people power, our power, people power. Museveni agenda. Malende nyagala kwaniriza nkubuuze kwano. So people mwawulidde bigamba you come ni bachono ni batugamba basobola nokukola ka video ne babate bazze ku kitebe. Ngamba bannange I am Shamim Malende, your MP Kampala. Thank you very much, my supporters, my voters. I am sorry about what took place when I came out and said stuff on video about my partner. Indeed, but you know, I told him I loved him so much and I had some insecurities. Actually, there's nothing going on. Even the stuff that he says I took from the house, I took them. He knows where I took them because we have a new home. But for me, the insecurities triggered what I said. For me, I think there's a love yange gwejo yino ja kunkoza ensobi. Katola nakoza ensobi. Mubiwulira byenjogera ng'ebyekisiru. Ebyo mubiwulira byenjogera ng'ebyekisiru. Abantu baklikinze nga deals Coca-Cola Pepsi aba international artists. No ngagamba bansonyiwe. Banga kati nze naze njogera ebintu nga nange nanga busonga. Kubanga nabaddawo nga bakati nanga bakyo ngamba nzibe mmotoka. Kati nsonyiwe begwe mu kafuba. Public yobogamba bituufu oba si bituufu. You have done your part. Malende oyo mwami ayingire ne supermarket store nga yasinga okulembera. Malende oye nga naye nga wadda mundaga. Malende njo kukuba akalinda menyera. Ne Malende agamba. Njo kukuta ekikonde kyana gwangamye eki. Akalulu kagwe ne bekabateeka naggwa nga basazeewo okwawukana bibeereeyo. Era buli organization ne institutions zibeeramu ba strategists. I know the Nope guys are already busy now, I am sure, but for me as a communicator I had to come with another episode on the same story. You do that and then you go back, and the Malende should be careful, just like I had Sauda Madada go like nze omukulembeze bwampita nga nkivaamu kati bwanajja n'akuyita n'abalala n'abayita okitegeera. Kyagulanyi bw'anaayita Madada n'ayogera naye n'abalala n'abayita olumu Kyagulanyi ne mumuteeka mu kizibu, tiimu ya Kyagulanyi mugiteeka mu kizibu, naye Kyagulanyi as a political party have been talking to Nassol, telling her that it is the right time Kyagulanyi to get shaped into a more firm and aggressive, strong leader. It is the time, definitely. He's faced by a lot of challenges together with the team, but it is a blessing in disguise for him to get more harder. The chicken heart to get out of him and get a lion heart. Yeah, it is the right time for him to know that am I firm enough to do damage control, crisis management, because as a leader at his level, plus the entire team, they supposed to be ready. They have degrees in that regard. Senyonyi has management and leadership. He has a law. Otherwise, tebakireko obulesaawo okugamba nti byabwe. And also let them emphasize the fact that the decision regarding the Kampala Woman MOP seat card is not influenced in any way by the status quo, by the events now. I understand it might at some point determine or influence the decision, but it shouldn't be put to screen for us to see. Luyirika, Zahara, make sure that you don't celebrate at any time. Don't be seen celebrating. I'm not saying that you're celebrating, but definitely as a competitor with Malende, you might be in your waist. Muchiwato chonga, mulimu amazina gano. Beke. Let it be in your waist. Amazina goga bere muchiwato. Tegavayo at any time, even your followers, tebagezako okuzina amazina. Yes. That is if you gwembanga mwagalanyo national platform yamwe okweyongera kugenda maaso. Even the Ghetto TV, bani abali official communicators as channels of the national platform, they have Ghetto TV. Baina Ghetto TV ndoza. Baina yo TV channel ndala. Ezo channels are zivunanyizwa kwecho apart from Joy Osenyo nyine waiso mufumbiro. But I'm sure they have channels official for the national platform. Zijenga zikola damage control. Communication ngabula ba Fox wefiira kuchi ku Donald Binyebwa negamba nedda mukono gwe tegulwadde kansa nebanga mukono tugulabye Trump tuguzuumize ffe ngaba NBC nagamba nedda obutiko bwe bwayiseewo obubala. Yeah, so that is it. I pray for the best on the side of the national platform, and I pray for Shamim Malende and the partner to kind of handle this the best way and to see a better Uganda come 2026 in as far as the protest vote is concerned. I'll be coming with another episode regarding Lord Mayor Kwago and Badimwez Ronald in Soboga Williams broadcast. Don't forget to go on Amazon and look for the book by Koja in California. The book is called Behind the English. For now, Williams Broadcast says goodbye.